This exercise is called quadruped drag across with a bird dog drag across progression. To do this exercise, you're going to need some form of resistance. We're going to use a sandbag in this video. You can also use a kettlebell or just a dumbbell. Pretty much anything will work. I also have a soft cushion under my knees for comfort. If you do have a cushion under your knees, you want to make sure that your knees are right at the front edge of this. That's very important for when you get into the arm motion. So let's go ahead and get into position. On all fours, knees directly under the hips, hands directly under the shoulders, and the toes pulled up underneath my feet so that I'm pushing into the balls of my feet. I'm also gripping onto the floor with my hands so that way I am engaging my core as much as I possibly can. This will help you to maintain a flat spine posture, but you also want to make sure that you're not, as you go through the exercise, starting to arch your back up this way or putting an arch into the low back this way. Nice spinal integrity the whole way through this exercise is what we're going for. So let's get into the actual weighted portion. You're going to reach under and across your body and get a hold of your resistance. Like I said, in this case, a sandbag here. I'm going to pull this sandbag without bending my elbow right along the pad I'm kneeling on, right against my knees, out as far as I can, and then drop the bag. To come back the other way, I'm just going to repeat the same exact process. Now, it's very important that you do not bend the elbow. If you bend the elbow, you end up utilizing too much of the arm and shoulder, and you miss the contraction of the lat, which is what we're going for as far as dragging this bag across the body goes. So I'm just going to bring that across, a nice straight elbow, and drop that. To progress that into a bird dog, the upper body does exactly the same thing, except I add an alternating leg reach. So simultaneously, as I pull this bag, I'm going to reach my heel of the opposite leg from the arm that I'm using out behind me. Back the other way. The leg moves at pretty much the same speed as the bag. And for both of those motions, it should be nice and slow. Go ahead and do about 8 to 10 repetitions of each of those and give it a shot.